there it is right there. Okay, because we tell you the truth, you don't believe us, because you got people who are not going to believe this. Okay, they are not going to believe this is all about love. They're not going to believe that. Okay, no matter how many line upon line you break it down, they're never going to believe this, because they're not supposed to believe this. Okay, they weren't chosen to believe it. Watch this. First John 2:9. I'm gonna start at 8. He says, "And again, a new commandment I write unto you, which thing is true in him and in you, because the darkness is past and the true light now shining." And that true light is what? Love and the Holy Spirit. Because Yahushua was originally all that love created in one single person. Okay, but when he passed, he gave us a comforter, that Holy Spirit. And the true Holy Spirit is of love. Okay, that's why it's shining now. It says, "And he that saith he is in the light and hateth his brother is in darkness even until now." So if you say you're in the light and you're of the light, but you're still but you hate your brother, you're not in the light. You're in the darkness. That's why Yahushua said, "I do the works of my Father, and you do the work of your Father." Because if you are of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, you're going to be about love. But the devil is about hate and destruction and revenge. It says, "He that loveth his brother abideth in the light, and there is none occasion of stumbling in him." So if you love your brother, you're in the light. Okay. It says, verse 11, "But he that hateth his brother is in the darkness, and walketh in darkness, and knoweth not whither he goeth, because the darkness hath blinded his eye." So the people who's not of love, they're not of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, they're not in the light, they're of darkness. And they can't see, they're just going about, okay, ready to be destroyed. Watch this. Isaiah 8:20. It says, "To the law and to the testimony, they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them." And this is why they can't love. This is why they don't speak on love. They're not speaking according to the word. What's the word? Yahushua. Okay, Yahushua is what? Love. Okay, if they don't speak according to this, there's no light in them. And we just read, if you don't about love, you're walking in darkness. You don't love your brother, you're walking in darkness. And you don't know Yahweh. Okay? You don't know him. Watch this. This is John 13:35. "By this," matter of fact, I'm sorry, 34. "A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another. And as I have loved you, that ye also love one another." So Yahushua said, new commandment. You got to love one another as I have loved you. And what did Yahushua do? Gave his life for Israel, starting with the elect. He loved us unconditionally. He loved us even when we were wicked. Okay? He gave us mercy, forgiveness, charity, a chance to be joint heirs with him. He did more for us than we can ever repay him back. It says, "By this shall all men know that you're my disciples, if ye have love one to another." So everything Yahushua did to us to pay him back, we gotta give everything that he gave us back to the brotherhood, back to the nation of Israel. Everything he gave us, we gotta try to give it back. Okay, continually, fervently. That's how we know who's of a disciple of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because they're gonna constantly do what he did. He never gave up. He always was about love, charity, mercy, forgiveness, and kindness. He was always about this. Okay, you can't find an account where he didn't have mercy. You can't find it. Don't exist. Okay, he's the King of Peace. Okay, the Prince of Peace. This is John 10:27. It says, verse 25, it says, "Yahushua answered them, I told you, and ye believe me not. The works that I do in my Father's name, they bear witness of me. But ye believe me not, because ye are not of my sheep, As I said unto you, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. He said, my sheep hear my voice. The scriptures are his voice. Okay? And how does he know? By love. Okay? Because 1 John 4 and 7 and 8. One way to know Yahweh Shem Yahushai is by love. Okay? Having the spirit of love. So the true sheep are going to hear the doctrine of love. Okay? And they're going to cling on to, and they're going to push that vibration back out. That's what the true sheep are going to do. They're going to hear it and they're going to follow. This is John 12 and 26. It says, if any man serve me, let him follow me. And where I am, there also shall my service be. If any man serve me, him will my Father honor. So Yahushua was always about what? Love, forgiveness, mercy. Okay? And that's what he was about. So Yahushua said, if you're my servant, that's what you're going to do. Okay? And in doing so, you honor me. And if you honor me, my Father's going to honor you. Okay? It's all we got to do is love, forgiveness, mercy, charity, kindness. We got to give this back fervently, which means without ceasing, without stopping, just constantly giving it back. Okay? For the people who are in our circle, out of our circle, with us, not with us, we got to give it back. Okay? We got to give it back to our people. Just like Yahushua did, we got to do exactly what he did. First John 4 and 11, beloved, if Yahweh so loved us, we ought also to love one another. It says, no man have seen Yahweh at any time. If we love one another, Yahweh dwelleth in us, and his love is perfected in us. Hereby know we that dwell in him, and he in us, because he hath given us of his spirit. And we just read what his spirit was. His spirit is of love. Okay? So that's how we know who's of Yahweh and who's not. Who has that spirit of love. Okay? Who's out here forgiving. Okay? Who's out here giving out charity, mercy, and kindness continually. Okay? Forgiving 70 times 7. Who's out here doing that? You talk to a brother and he got a problem with another brother. He don't want to get over it. He don't want to forgive him. We already know he's not of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because love worketh no ill towards his neighbor. Okay? Matter of fact, look, let me get that in a minute. Watch this. First Corinthians 13:13. It says, and now by the faith, hope, charity, these three. But the greatest of these is charity. Now you go into that word charity, the word is agape, which is talking about love. Okay? So it says right here, we need these things, faith, hope, and charity. But faith and hope, love overrides all that. That's above, that's what we need more than anything. Okay? That's the end all be all. This is Romans 8:13. So I get Romans 8:12. It says, therefore, brethren, so I get Romans 13 and 8. It says, owe no man anything but to love one another, for he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law. For this, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness, thou shalt not covet. And if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in this saying, namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. So he's breaking down all these different things we shouldn't do. He said, listen, basically, the end all be all, you treat your neighbor how you want to be treated. Okay? You want forgiveness, love, and mercy from Yahweh Shem Yahushua, give that back. The same way you want Yahweh Shem Yahushua to treat you, the same thing you want from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you got to be willing to give that back to the body. Not just the people in your circle, the people outside your circle. And not, it says, scripture say, do good unto all men, all of Israel, especially to them in the household of faith. So you're going to do good to all the jigs, especially the ones who are in the faith. It says, love worketh, here it is right here, love worketh no ill towards his neighbor. Therefore, love is fulfilled in the law. So love worketh no ill towards his neighbor. Okay? And when you love your neighbor, you're not going to do no ill to him. Because that's what love is. And the only way you know Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is what? Do love. So if you're working ill towards your neighbor, okay, whether they're in the truth or outside the truth, then you're not of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Because Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is love. Okay? He's doing good unto the kind. He's doing kind unto the evil and the ungrateful. The just and the unjust. You got to keep that in your mind. Okay? You got to understand the basis, the second greatest commandment is to love your neighbor as yourself, all of Israel. Not just the people in the ministry, not just people in your immediate circle. Okay, you got to be exactly like Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Yahushua, he fed a multitude of people. Okay, a multitude of people. And he knew some of them weren't followers. He knew some of them were using him. They just wanted to get some food, but he did it anyway. As a testimony unto us, he washed the feet of the disciples, including Judas, who was a betrayer. Why? To show us that we got to be kind, not only to the good, but also the bad, as Yahweh does. Okay, but with that, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakal Kadash, Adawan Ratazat Dam, Tamayim Akim, Wal, Akwafim, Yakal, Shalom.